West Virginia has reportedly completed the 2023 coaching staff by adding a very familiar name that should warm the hearts of Mountaineer Nation. Let's go! What's going on, Mountaineer Nation? Jordan Cruz back here with the Country Roads Webcast. And before I get into this video, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder, if you would, do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button, give us a like on this video. It'll really help its performance, which in turn helps future videos performances here on the channel. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Helps us, helps you, helps get more of this Mountaineer sports content out to Mountaineer Nation. Having said that, let's get into it. All right, so as I stated in the cold open of this video, this name that West Virginia has reportedly added to the 2023 coaching staff to complete the coaching staff should definitely warm the hearts of Mountaineer Nation. I know it warmed my heart when I saw it just because it's kind of a poetic type story, if you will. Seems like something that has come full circle for this young man, and that is Blaine Stewart. Yes, the son of the late, great West Virginia coach Bill Stewart, who we all know from the famous Fiesta Bowl victory and, of course, the pregame speech that still remains one of the greatest speeches of all time, in my opinion. Blaine Stewart has spent the last few years with the Pittsburgh Steelers as an assistant wide receivers coach, and today a report from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, actually I will share that with you guys here momentarily, announced that he would be leaving the Steelers and joining West Virginia as an assistant coach. Did not specify which position he would be joining WVU to serve in. And I know if some of you all think in the way that I think, when this hire was announced, I was like, that seems odd. West Virginia needs a quarterbacks coach. Blaine Stewart doesn't coach quarterbacks. But then I got to thinking, and of course, we still have Sean Reagan on staff, who was the quarterbacks coach for Neil Brown's first 3 seasons, moved over to tight ends last season when Graham Harrell came in and took over as quarterbacks coach and offensive coordinator. So in my personal opinion, just kind of reading the tea leaves here, I think this opens up the door for Sean Reagan to slide back and coach quarterbacks again. In my personal opinion, that's kind of what I'm gathering here from this hire that it appears West Virginia has made. Like I said, just reported right now, still has yet to become official from the university. But let's take a look at that original report where this became known of who West Virginia may be hiring to finish out the coaching staff with the possible addition of Blaine Stewart. All right, so I'm sure you guys have seen the reports flying around now all over social media, and of course numerous sites now have picked this up, but this was where the original report came from here from Jerry Dulock of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, actually in this article in which they were talking about Matt Canada returning as the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive coordinator. And here at the very bottom of the article is where you will find the announcement of Blaine Stewart's departure from the Steelers. You'll see I will highlight the paragraph. Meantime, one member of Tomlin's staff who is departing is assistant receivers coach Blaine Stewart, who is joining the staff at West Virginia University. Stewart is a native of Morgantown, West Virginia, and the son of former Mountaineers coach Bill Stewart. All right, so there you have it, Mountaineer Nation. Reportedly, West Virginia set to hire Blaine Stewart to complete the 2023 West Virginia coaching staff. Like I said, yet to know exactly which position he will be coaching. In my opinion, I'm kind of expecting him to take over as tight ends coach and Sean Reagan to move to quarterbacks coach for West Virginia. But once this hiring becomes official from the university, I'm sure we will learn of that. And if and when that happens, of course, I'll probably do another update video here, letting you guys know exactly what the coaching staff will look like for West Virginia in 2023. I'm actually really excited about this hire. Like I said, I think it's kind of poetic, comes full circle for Blaine Stewart, who we saw, up on that podium with Bill Stewart when West Virginia won that Fiesta Bowl and he accepted that trophy. He was right there along his side, and also kind of makes me feel a little bit old also now that to know that he's a coach and that's going to be coaching at WVU and taking over here as one of the assistant coaches reportedly. But I'm really excited to see it, excited for him. I think it's a good thing for West Virginia fans, as we needed some bit of positivity throughout the football program right now. However, if I'm playing devil's advocate and looking at this from the other side, if indeed those shifts in the staff do happen the way that I think they might, then the negative side of this would be you're probably looking at Neil Brown calling the plays again and Sean Reagan being quarterbacks coach, which was the formula for West Virginia during Neil Brown's first 3 seasons, and we know the offense was not very good during those 3 years. So for the people that are kind of looking on the more negative side, I see where you're coming from in that aspect. However, I think now the program's in a better spot. There's a lot better talent on the offense and things like that that really could help factor in. So it's not a one-to-one comparison when you're looking at those first 3 years versus this year. But I do see where people are coming from where they're kind of against that if that is what ends up happening. Sean Reagan going back to quarterbacks coach and Neil Brown calling the plays again. But other than that, I just wanted to look at the other side. Of course, I try and keep it positive here, but I do believe that some of those arguments are valid. Having said that, I'm really excited about Blaine Stewart possibly being named as an assistant coach at West Virginia. What are your all thoughts on this report of Blaine Stewart joining the coaching staff? Are you excited about it? Do you think it'll be a good move for the Mountaineers for 2023? And what do you think this means for the rest of the staff? Do you think the shift happens as I'm expecting, Reagan to quarterbacks coach and Blaine Stewart coaches tight ends, or do you think he'll take over somewhere else? However you're feeling in regards to this potential hire, be sure and let us know down in the comments. We really appreciate the interaction as we continue to try and grow the Country Roads webcast community throughout Mountaineer Nation. Having said that, as always, I'm Jordan Cruz, and until next time, let's go Mountaineers.